Hey, what's up? It's your boy Joel Santana, and right now you checking out From the Desk Below. You heard?
Hello? You are now tuned in from the Desk of Low, brought to you by from the Dat Feeling Podcast Network. If you have a dream, go get it.
Say less.
Welcome back from the Desk of Low. I have with me a very special guest. He's actually been in the game for a minute, so I really appreciate him taking his time out of his busy schedule just to, give me a good interview. I have with me today Knowledge the Pirate.
AHOY, Canada, what's good?
So, ahoy, mate. How you doing on this New Year, sir?
Oh yeah, everything's lovely, man. You already know. Blessed to be here.
So one of the questions, sir, I always wanted to ask you because I actually been bumping your project Flintlock for a minute now since you released it. I'm just curious, why the name Knowledge the Pirate, sir?
Mm. It's a lot of history behind that. That's been my name shit for over like over 20 years. I've been called Knowledge the Pirate. One is, knowledge is because I got knowledge of my true self, who I am as a human being. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a righteous man, and the pirate shit that came, as a youth growing up, like, it's like you could be knowledge, but then when you knowledge, a lot of people don't want to listen when you're trying to teach them something or educate them, So that's when the pirate kind of came into play, So it's like you can meet knowledge or you can meet the pirate. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they both the same person, but you rather meet knowledge than the pirate. Real shit. Because the pirate, that represents the emblem of justice. Like that's why I represent the swords. Because justice can be your reward or it can be your penalty. You know what I mean? So that's what the swords represent. You know what I mean?
Being such like this. Being such filled with knowledge with life itself, sir, I notice in like a couple interviews too, you're very, very intelligent. I'm just wondering, have you ever thought about writing a book? Just not about your experiences about in the industry, just about motivational in general, sir.
Actually, to keep it real with you, music is like a vehicle that I'm using to do bigger things, and so definitely in the future, I'm looking forward to doing something similar to that, because that's what I do daily. I'm like, a motivational speaker for youth in the communities and, keeping them out of trouble and putting them in the right direction because they respect me because I come from it. So, they take my advice and shit like that. Yeah.
And you actually got one of your first record deals when I was just like a kid. I was only like 4 or 5 when you got that deal. But I keep it real with you on that. I'm just wondering too, when you were signed to Interscope, do you play some of that old music that you recorded back then just for yourself, like in 2019 or 2018, sir?
To keep it honest with you, man, when I got that deal with Interscope, me and Teddy was like real big, he had the whole game locked down, and man, that music, that was like, to keep it, a lot of companies would come down, record companies would see me before. I didn't even record that much. It was like, back then, you rap right in front of people. You had to spit that shit right in front of them. And, me and Teddy, we was traveling around the world, so I had made a couple songs, but I never really recorded a full album back then, Yeah, so... yeah, that was just a great time, but I was young. I wasn't really taking the predicament that I was in seriously. I was kind of taking.
But you live and you learn.
Yeah, definitely, and it was a great experience. I wouldn't change a thing. Because I love my life now. So.
And it just made you to who you are today. Speaking of Teddy.
Exactly.
For the people who don't know, if Teddy Riley, and if you don't know, y'all better go do the research on Teddy Riley. Do you have any?
Michael Jackson,
I'll let my man do the talking right here.
Yeah, definitely. he did the whole Michael Jackson Dangerous album. Teddy's responsible for a lot of that uptown music that was coming out back in the day, the early days of hip hop. Like Heavy D. Doing a lot of that Jodeci, that Mary J. Blige. He's just a pioneer and an innovator. One of the greatest producers ever in the music business. Actually, he created a whole new genre of sound. He's actually, what people don't know, Teddy's claim to fame, actually, he's the guy that made it famous to rap and do R&B. That's what the New Jack Swing was. Nobody was actually rapping and mixing R&B, and he brought that to the game. Yeah.
And I believe too, because Tech from Smith and Weston said something to me that forever put me on a mission. He said, "Be the bridge to the generation gap." And since I heard that, I noticed that a lot of these kids my age, they don't know like stories like that, and like it really bugs me out because they try to get into the game without knowing the history of it. And I'm just wondering, does that ever bug you out too?
Honestly, I kind of, on one hand, I feel aware about it, but I understand because I was young too. And, when you're young, you feel like it's your time. Fuck them old niggas. That's just the attitude of the youth. But it's our duty to make sure that they learn, their history, because you don't want to erase the history. Because if you do that, then, what do we really have? A tree ain't shit without its roots, and hip hop is a tree. And these new kids is coming. They're just branches off of a tree that existed way before they came along. 40-something years to be exact.
That's very true. That's very true. One of the questions that I always wanted to ask you too about your album, why the name Flintlock, sir?
Well, being as though I am Knowledge the Pirate, and Flintlock is a pirate gun, and it's being as though it's my debut album, I looked at it like I was, letting off my flintlock, letting my gun go. You know what I'm saying? Or taking a shot at the industry as far as being an independent artist, because we doing this shit all independent, no backing or nothing, so, yeah. So it's like a David and Goliath thing, I'm busting my little gun at this big industry, and we made noise. It was very successful too. So proud of what we did over here at Treasure Chest. That's the name of my label, Treasure Chest Entertainment. And, you know what I mean? My partner is Roc Marciano. That's what I fucks with.
Yes, sir.
We're doing big things, man, and 2019 is going to get bigger and better.
I noticed too, you take your craft very serious with that Flintlock album, and you can tell just by the packaging too. I think that you changed that independent game by including that coin with it. I was like, oh, that's new.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
I'm just wondering.
Shout out to Tough Punk Records.
I'm just wondering, what was the idea behind that coin too? Because I know everything with Knowledge the Pirate, but what made you actually want to be like, I want to include this with for the fans that actually appreciate this album?
Right. That was like more or less my label logo. My label is Treasure Chest.
Yes.
So the gold coin, represents that treasure. You know what I mean? Which Flintlock is, because Flintlock was a jewel. That shit was jewelry. You can wear that. You know what I'm saying? And it's priceless. It's something that could save your life, because I gave people some things on there that they can they can grow off of. It ain't just a bunch of words and rhyme and the slick shit. Is really something that some food for thought. Word.
And I noticed too, I'm early on a lot of new talent too. I see that your son was rapping too, and I'm just wondering too, with his upcoming album and everything too, you said that he was spitting some stuff that he's like, oh wow, he's just a kid still, but he's still spitting that stuff. I'm just wondering, does he come to you and ask you, he's like, hey dad, should I spit it like this, or do you just kind of let him do his own thing?
One thing, as an artist myself, and the way my talent, was blessed, from God, just came from the universe, it was God-given talent. That's the same thing with my son. So I kind of one thing, if you really know about music, when somebody has like a God-given gift, the best thing you can do is get the fuck out their way. When somebody just can sit in a room and you don't have to, it's different. Everybody doesn't have that. Some people, because I'm a writer, I write for people.
Yeah.
Some people I have to, my son, he don't, like, I can't write that shit these days because I don't do that kind of rap. I probably could if I tried, but that's some young mind shit. So, I just know music. So, he just be in the room listening to fucking music. He comes out, I listen. I'm like, what the fuck? This shit sounds crazy. So I just let him do what he do because he's doing it so fucking good. I really hate the fact that he's in this music shit. I don't like this shit, but I'm not gonna hold back somebody with talent like he got, man. A little motherfucker. Yeah, we about 3 songs away from releasing his mixtape. Is gonna be called Mob Ties. Yeah.
And
he got a hit single with Young Nude. Excuse me?
Oh, and for the people who don't know, it's J.Mafia, for the people who want to be tuned into that.
Yeah, J.Mafia. You can follow him on his Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And his mixtape, he got a hit single with Young Nudie, 21 Savage, cousin, out of Atlanta. Yeah, big dude. Yeah, he good guy. Young Nudie and shit. They got a hit called Head Ass Niggas. That shit got about 90,000 streams on SoundCloud already.
Oh, damn, yeah.
So that's doing its numbers.
That's definitely going up.
Yeah, it's doing its numbers. Yeah, it's doing its numbers. So his Mob Ties mixtape will be dropping in February. Yeah.
And it will be under your label, I'm assuming, Treasure Chest Entertainment?
Yeah, it's coming out under Treasure Chest. Yeah.
What made you want to start your own label, too, sir?
Just the independence, the freedom of being able to, create what lies close to my heart versus somebody with money, fucking with my creativeness, just the freedom.
It's like trying to tell you how to do one song another way. It's like, no, just let me do it my way.
Yeah, because, me and Rocky, we've been fighting this fight for a long time, everybody right now is jumping on this fucking rapping like they from New York shit and this old 90s, the break, the boom bap shit. But to keep it 100, just 3-4 years ago, man, wasn't nobody fucking with New York, Me and Rocky been doing this shit since Mossberg, to, all the way to Reloaded and Empire Strikes Back and Marci. Like, I was there the whole way, like, and now we got a lane for it. You got all these new guys popping up, emulating. And the reason why I say emulating our sound, because it was a sound that was lost, and we was fighting the fight. So now motherfuckers jumping on the bandwagon, acting like they this and that. Man, we the fathers of this shit, man. This new wave that's going on in New York right now, yeah. And there's a few other brothers carrying, doing it too. And I respect and I salute everybody, but, I'm just letting niggas know, man, nobody was really giving a fuck about New York. But right now, it's a great day. They're listening to lyrics again. The beats ain't just that down south type. That other sound that they was doing. I don't know what to call it, trap music. I don't call it mumble rap because to me that's disrespectful. When you say somebody's mumbling, to me that's some ignorant shit. Ain't nobody fucking mumbling.
Yeah, because you can still understand the person.
Yeah, you can understand them. You just gotta listen, man. People got different dialects and they talk different, man. Cut it out.
That's very true.
Motherfuckers just mad because they ain't allowed in the party. We'll make your own party like me and Rocky did. We made our own party. We having a ball. Yeah. You can go. Dad, I'm listening. Yeah, brother.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry to cut you off. When you say that, now there's a lane for like this real hip hop, and like you and Rocky are the forefathers. I really wish Combat Jack was here to see this, because he when I used to listen to his podcast, that's how I found all of these undergrad. That's and I'll keep it a buck on this show. That's how I found Westside Gun and Conway before the shady deal, when they were just on their grind in Buffalo. Like, Combat Jack was like the one who put me on to those artists with the real, like, I'm pretty sure he put me on to Roc Marci too.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Combat Jack, man, God bless him, man. That was the dude that had his pulse on the streets. If you really want to know what's going on, go look at his old shows. He'll tell you. because he really knew what was happening, man. And you know, God bless his soul, may he rest in paradise, man. You know, good brother.
Very good. I still listen to his old
Really
podcast
true
today.
to the culture. Yeah, he was pushing the culture forward, man. He was one of them guys that is the reason why brothers like us, like he was a platform, you know, when nobody else was giving a fuck. Combat Jack did, you know. So I salute that guy. He's a general, man, for real.
And also too, I noticed that Charlie Mack discovered you too. You don't have to answer this question, but I'm just wondering, how did he discover you, sir? Because I know you like keeping things short.
Nah, it was just it was a celebrity basketball game. You know what I'm saying? And me and my man Muhammad and my brother K. Piter went up there, and I had spit in front of him, and that was that. Like he took me in front of Queen Latifah, and then they flew me to Hollywood. Like that shit kind of happened fast. Like yeah, but that's how he discovered me at that basketball game. And I used to run with some brothers out of Philly, some good brothers named the Task Force. They later changed their name to Non-Brigade. They my brothers. You know what I'm saying? They pirates too. There was another group that was under Charlie. Word. They like some underground legends in Philly. They put a lot of people on. Like they introduced Freeway to Beanie Mac and Beanie Siegel and shit like that. They ain't never really bubble over, but they some underground legends in Philly and shit. Word.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna stay tuned to that because I love hearing about old underground like stories like that, like the tunnel and things like that. That's what a lot of these kids don't know. The tunnel. I be trying to tell these kids, like, mind you, I'm still young myself. But I'm like, yo, if you guys would have seen the tunnel and they talked away about it in the '90s, yo, they would not let that stuff go on in this day and age.
Right. Now that was a monster, man. The tunnel was a monster.
You've been there, obviously.
New York. Yeah. That's when New York was New York, you know. That's when New York was really grimy. Before the towers fell and all that other shit, they put cameras everywhere. New York is under surveillance now, you know. Big Brother's eyes watching, so it's just a different city. Or
I never been to New York, sir. So I'm just wondering, can you give me a little bit of a glimpse, like in an everyday New Yorker's life?
you know, it be what it be. You know, it's a lot of people. You know, it's different boroughs. So you know, each borough that shit different. You know what I'm saying? But it's really the same thing. You know, New York be blocks and shit. Like you know, niggas from certain projects and certain like if these niggas is from 129th or these niggas is from Shadyville or whatever. They stick to their areas, like niggas like, and some niggas go outside their areas and fuck with other niggas. That's how I am. I'm a pirate. I fuck with niggas in all boroughs. I don't just stay in one borough, you know. I fuck with niggas in Brooklyn. I fuck with niggas in Harlem. I got niggas in Long Island, Queens, you know. I move around because, you know, that's the type of shit I'm on, you know. But New York be sectioned off, you know what I'm saying? You know, fuckers in Harlem, and niggas in Brooklyn, they don't really fuck with each other, you know, shit like that. You know what I mean? But, yeah, that's just, you know, same thing with the Bronx and all that. But me, I move different. You know, I fucks with niggas everywhere because we all fam. I just fuck with the real niggas, you know. That's it.
I'm just wondering, too, because you produce a lot of your own music. Have you ever thought about working with other producers besides Rocky?
You know, in the future, we'll see what comes. But, you know, me and Rocky, the sound that we got and the sound that you hear a lot of people emulating. Because, you know, a lot of people be talking shit like they created this fucking sound that we been the ones doing.
Yeah.
On all the albums, I'm telling you. But, you know, besides that, you know, that's our sound. So, you know, we you know, unless a motherfucker's making that shit kind of like what we do, then I really wouldn't really be too much into it. Not right now, because I got to stick to what we've been doing. It's already motherfuckers out here trying to steal our shit and act like they created some shit. Fuck out of here. These ain't creating shit. We the leaders of this shit.
I like how you said forefather. That's facts.
Yeah,
that's
I like
facts.
to talk shit too. Niggas don't know. You can tell Canada I talk shit. And I'm really about that shit. Like niggas be talking, that's why you don't see none of these niggas don't say nothing to me. Because none of them don't want no problem with me. You know what I mean? Because I run that city. I run New York for real. And nigga get a problem with me, they won't be able to come to New York. I'll smack the shit out of any. I ain't gonna get violent on the Canada. I'm just chill. I am that dude. Nah, because niggas be fronting. I'm that dude. Like, I'll beat the nigga. I'll beat these niggas. Niggas don't want no problems. And all them people that play with them things, they my friends. And that's why people stay away from me. To keep it 100, all them niggas in rap, A lot of them niggas know me, man. I ain't even gonna say their names. The biggest niggas, they know me well. They used to sit on the floor and watch me, but they won't say nothing to me. You know what I mean? Because they nervous of me. You feel me? And I ain't even gonna say their names because I don't need to do that clout shit. But the biggest niggas right now, they know me, man. They was little niggas to me, man. But you know, I let niggas live, man. You know, they either gonna show me respect or whatever. I'm gonna keep putting this music out and do what I do, man. I don't need no man to suck me off for none of that, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, but it be what it be, man. But I'm here though, Pirate, Roc Marciano, Treasure Chest, Marci Enterprises, 2019, big things coming. You know, my brother got this tour coming up with Action Bronson and Mayhem Lauren. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna be major. We starting that in February. I'm gonna hit a few of them dates and all that. So, you know, Black Caesar is coming. I'm getting ready to drop that shit. That's my next shit coming. I'm gonna drop that like the end of February. So I'm on these niggas' heads. You know what I mean? This shit gonna be another classic like Flintlock. And that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm glad where hip hop is at right now. It's in a great place. And all the niggas that's pushing the culture forward, I salute everybody, man. You know, but just stay humble and you know, keep this shit what it be, man. You know what I mean? It's a competitive sport, though, so, you know, I'm with it. However niggas want to do it. I don't give a fuck.
Have you, you know, it's like how you said, it's great where hip-hop is going. Do you think that out of everything that you never released an album that, like, last year was your time to release your debut album? It's like, yo, it was like destiny. This was the right time for you to release it.
Yeah, facts. Definitely. The way the response I got and how people was fucking with it, like, you know what I mean? The way the vinyl sold, the tapes and cassettes, you know, that shit was, yeah, it was definitely the timing was right. Because, you know, hip-hop been in a funny place lately, you know, with this new digital shit. And, you know, CDs ain't been selling, you know, vinyl, you know, so, you know, but we got that thing back popping. If you notice, everybody emulating my shit.
Yeah.
Rocky was the first niggas telling. Me and Rocky was the first motherfuckers telling everybody to go to our website to buy our album. Wasn't nobody doing that. And then niggas now, everybody's starting to do that shit.
Facts.
Everybody was happy to put their shit up on streaming. We the first ones who said, nah, nigga, I didn't put my shit on streaming for 30 days. Niggas be happy to, oh, my shit up on streaming. Nigga, I ain't put my shit up on streaming. You got to buy the digital download. You feel me? Nobody wasn't doing that shit. And my digital download was $25 and the fans were standing up. That's why I love all the fans and I salute them. You know what I mean? Word. But, yeah, we start, you know what I mean? So that whole wave that, you know, now everybody gonna emulate it and everybody gonna act like, oh, we did. You know, that's how niggas are. You know, they get amnesia. That's why Jay made that song, Amnesia. You motherfuckers be forgetting. You know what I mean? But it's all Gucci, you know. So, you know, because that's what we here for. We here to innovate and bring, you know, the blueprint to the game, because that's what we really doing. You know, we giving niggas the blueprint to this shit where you can be independent and you don't gotta sell yourself to no label. You know, you can build up your fan base and really directly deal with your consumers, you know, and cut out the middleman.
And you don't have to deal with label executives, be like, yo, you should go on this promo. It's like, no, I can just, like, I can talk to the fans directly and you can buy, and they can purchase from you directly, and that's the beautiful part about about this age.
Real deal. That's, yeah.
I won't.
So it seems like we've been on this phone a long time.
I was just gonna say. I know. I was just gonna say. I know. I went over the 20-minute mark, so I just wanted to tell you one more thing before I let you go. You said that own your talent, own your craft. That was mad motivating, sir. I just wanted to say thank you for that in a recent interview you did, and I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule for doing this interview, sir. Salute.
No doubt. Salute you, brother, and keep pushing the culture forward. Everybody in Canada, I send my love. It's Knowledge the Pirate signing off. Ahoy.
Ahoy, sir.
And y'all go to knowledgethepirate.com if y'all want to cop that. I got a few albums left and a few CDs up there. I mean, I think the gold albums are sold out, but I got some black vinyls. Y'all can go to knowledgethepirate.com. All right? Peace.
Peace, sir, from the desk below.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.